What's happening, everybody? My voice is still not quite there, but I couldn't go through this week without coming on, speaking to you guys live, and what a time to do it. Please ignore the washing machine, which is about to finish. Couldn't have picked any perfect moment. Hardly any voice, but washing machine going. What can we do? Honestly, what can I do? You can't pick these moments, but let's get into it. Let's get into this game tonight and United, and what's a result. And let's be honest, what a goal. What a free kick from Marcus Rashford. That has just made the whole week just look so much brighter. Let's be honest. United with their third away win in a week in 3 different competitions. Wow, that's a season turner. Surely that is a season turner. The tactics were spot on again tonight from Ole, and the players, they're going and they're listening. It just looks like they're playing with more zest. It looks like we're playing with more freedom in this formation. And you know what? The formation was working in the first half. We went in 1-0 up. Chelsea came out, tested us, went 1-1, and then it was looking like, right, okay, what have we got now? What have we got now? We have got to react. Ollie had to react to what Lampard was doing. The tactics were working for Lampard. They were getting right back in the game. But Ollie changed it again. Brought on Martial, and United got back on top. And deservedly in the end, I thought, because, let's be honest, Romero didn't have anything to do. Chelsea were pressing, but Romero really didn't have anything to do in that second half in terms of good saves, I thought. And I've got to give credit to Ollie for actually changing the tactics up halfway through. It's what we've been wanting to see. We've wanted him to see him change it up from the start. And he did. He's changed the formation. The 3-5-2 seems to work. And like Neville was saying in the commentary there, it is working. It does look like the players are suited better to it. But then, like I said at the start, for people who are just coming in now, we were tested. Ollie was tested. When Lampard came out in the second half, it did look like Brandon Williams was getting overwhelmed. Ollie switched it up, put the emphasis back into attack, and caught Chelsea cold. I mean, yeah, it was a stunning free kick, and let's be honest, I mean, Batshuayi's finish wasn't that bad, but my God, Marcus Rashford's free kick. I have been slaughtering Marcus Rashford on his free kicks. There just had to be one moment, and it had to be on his birthday night, that he actually connected with one finally. You know what, when he set that free kick up, you just knew, didn't you? You knew something was coming. You knew that, you know what, if there was going to be a moment, it was going to be a time when he actually connects with one and it actually goes right. It was going to be tonight, because he was playing well tonight. He's played well the last 3 games, to be honest. Marcus Rashford has been one of our best players. I gave him man of the match against Norwich, and some people thought maybe McTominay was more, but I could see a change in Marcus Rashford in that Norwich game. He was better against Liverpool, definitely, but I could see a change in him in the Norwich game, and the way he held himself, and what the word I was looking for, I can't remember what I said on Sunday. The word I was looking for is like he took it upon himself to take command of what was actually happening in the attacking part of United's game. He's seen where the weakness was, and he can read the game so much better from the left-hand side. And again, it worked with Marcus Rashford playing from the left. Now, if we can only stay fit and keep the same forward line going all season, which is going to be a big ask, because we've seen a few players limping there tonight, but let's break this down. Defensively, I think we made one mistake in the game. That was Maguire's header from the long ball for Batshuayi's goal. He lost it in the air. I know what that's like when that happens. We all know what it's like when you just, one split second in football, you lose that yard, and it's hard to get it back. You couldn't get it back. My issue wasn't Maguire with that goal. It was Rojo and Lindelof not being alive to the situation. He was just unlucky with where it bounced in the air. He lost the sight of it, Maguire, and they scored the goal. I mean, it was the only way they were going to score. It was a good goal in the end for Batshuayi, but defensively we were absolutely rock solid again. We were solid. Brandon Williams, massive praise for Brandon Williams. We have got a gem of a player there, and if Luke Shaw is watching this game now, he's thinking, you know what, if I want to get back in this team, there's a new standard here right now, because they're not easy games that Brandon Williams has played in. With me and a few others have mentioned it, the games that he's come in and played have been tough. He's not played at Old Trafford yet. Everything he's had has been hostile away from home. Yeah, he came on for half a game against Rochdale in the Carabao Cup, but let's be honest, everyone's backs were down. We were on our asses in that game, and for him to come on, and that wasn't an easy situation. He's done it again against Partizan away, and he's done it again Chelsea away. I mean, the kid deserves a chance, I think. I really do think he deserves a chance. There were people on Twitter going on at me saying it was Mourinho football again at half-time. I didn't have a problem with that first half performance. If we're going to do like we did to Norwich, poorer teams at weekend, do that to them, and then come to places like Chelsea, who are on 7-8 games in a row winning streak, away from home, and sometimes we have to do a bit of defending first, then I'm all for that. We never went hell for leather against Chelsea. It was never flamboyant football under Fergie, even in the best times. So if we have to grind out a result against the bigger teams, so what? My issue has been when we're not played the bigger teams and we played the same style. But if we're going to do like we did against Norwich and then come to Chelsea and do like we did tonight, I suppose the big test now will be Bournemouth. Obviously, the fourth game in a row away from home. Can we get all four? I mean, that would be like a massive turnout for the Bucks, to be honest, because I had us down and struggling in every one of these games, but we've turned up. The players have turned up. There's defining season-changing moments, and that 3-5-2 against Liverpool as what's changed our season for me. It really is. That is what has changed our season. Super chat from Sandro Rodriguez. Cheers very much, mates. 3 away wins, good jam window and turnaround. Yeah, could well be, mate. Could well be. The January transfer window is going to be very interesting now. We've actually got a style of football. United actually look like they know what they're doing at the moment. We can see from the side, we can see from the stands, from watching it on TV, what exactly United are doing, what we're trying to do. That's the difference that I feel now. That's why I feel better watching it. I know the results. You heard what I thought about the Partizan result the other day. It was a result. The performance was shocking. But I'm not bothered about that. It was all about building on Liverpool, and we've done that in the next 3 games. We got the result against Partizan. We got the great result in the Premier League and a performance against Norwich. And now we've gone away from home against one of the best teams, top 4 teams in the league. I know they had a few players rested tonight, but we're not on full strength ourselves. And we've put them to the sword again. We've restricted them to about 2 shots on target. That's Chelsea high-flying, goals going in everywhere. I mean, where was Pulisic tonight? Hudson-Odoi in Brandon Williams' back pocket. Yeah, this is a good defensive performance. And like I said, you can moan all you want about being defensive and playing on the break, Mourinho football list, whatever you want. Going away to Chelsea and getting any result is progress, and it is as simple as that. Chelsea are having a great season, and we've put 6 past them in 2 games and won them both. I've got no argument at all with the way we played tonight, with the way we played against Liverpool, in terms of what we needed to do against the bigger teams. We haven't been beaten by anyone yet who's in that top 4 this season. I know we've got Liverpool, I know we've got City to come, but you've got to look at it. Arsenal couldn't beat us, Chelsea couldn't beat us, Liverpool couldn't beat us. We even beat Leicester, who were high-flying. We just needed to get past the hurdle of the small clubs, and that's where I thought the Norwich game was so important for us. We know we can stand up against the big teams. City will be the ultimate test, obviously, because a lot more is expected of us to play against City, but this has been an important night again, because it showed that Ollie's just gone out again. He's given the same players, that same midfield, the same back line pretty much. Obviously Martial was missing from the front line this time, but James and Rashford again. Hopefully Rashford is fit for weekend, because he's now in the best form of the season so far, and we actually look dangerous from set pieces. I can't believe I'm saying it. We scored a penalty. And we scored a free kick in the same game. The 3rd away victory in a row, and that happened in that game. So what is there to be disappointed about tonight? Absolutely nothing, apart from maybe a couple of little niggly injuries, which I hope isn't going to come back to bite us on the arse against Bournemouth at weekend, because we deserve that win tonight. For me, I thought we were in control more. And like I said, Hudson-Odoi, Pulisic, these world beaters who have been tearing it up all week, every week this season so far, and they were non-existent tonight. Absolutely non-existent. I mean, Hudson-Odoi, I mean, what did he do? He didn't get a sniff. This is one of the best young talents in England at the moment. Did not get a sniff. Brandon Williams is a world-class left-back in the making, and that wing-back position suits him down to the ground. His first minute, he turned the play out and went straight down the line, set the tone straight away. We're not messing tonight, and that's what United need. That's what United is. Audacious in the tackle. He can track. He reads the game well. He made some great interceptions, and I keep praising him every single week, but I can't not. I really can't not. He's just showing and shining at the moment for the club, and I can't really. There's no fault in what he's doing at the moment, and that's what I'm loving at the moment with United. I just hope that he plays him more and hope he gives him his chance in the Premier League now. He deserves his shot in the league for me now. So, massive plus was Brandon Williams tonight. Like I said, I thought the rest of the defence was solid enough. Bazaka again. I think Rojo and Lindelof let Maguire down for the goal and not covering him. But like I said, you can never judge them ones. When they're in the air and you lose the track of the ball, it's just a lucky potluck what happens next after that. He didn't have much cover and couldn't get back, and it was a good goal from Batshuayi. Other than that, defensively absolutely solid. Scott McTominay, again, another superb game. I don't know how many times the guy wins the ball back. His reading of the game has just come on so much. He's strong and he carries the ball well now. He looks like he's a threat in defending and in attack, and that's what we need. And him alongside Fred, he's making Fred play better as well now. Pereira came on in the end. Lingard, again, did what Lingard does, shows flashes, but again, finishing poor. He had a chance in the first half to really test Caballero, did nothing, hit it straight at him. Probably I can't say he's a worst performer because he contributed to the team in terms of what we did tonight. And you know what? Probably because the others were so good, it just looks like Lingard was so poor again. But we know Lingard probably isn't going to play at weekend now. That was his game to play. And Lingard playing in the Carabao Cup, no issue for me with that. That's another good decision by Ole. Playing him in the games he should be played in. If you want to get back in the Premier League team, you have to prove it on nights like this that you can do it again. He didn't do it tonight for me exactly. But you know what? He contributed to the team. We won, and that's all you can ask on nights like this. It's a tough away draw, that Chelsea away from home. Into the quarters now, and we're one game away from the double semi-final and maybe a trip to Wembley. Maybe we can stop City from winning this. Maybe we can interrupt one of the quadruple or treble seasons that Liverpool or City are hoping to have. You never know. You never know. United on any day. We've seen what we can do against Liverpool. Unlucky not to win that game, and like I said, City will be a test in a few weeks, but at the moment I'm liking the way we're playing against the big teams. And right now, 3 wins in a row away from home. I mean, if you offered me the results we've had before the international break right now, I'd have smacked you in the face and said, why are you even bothering talking to me? That's how much faith and hope I had in the team going into these few games. But it's all good right now because you can see what the team is doing. Like I said, you can see the plan. That's what we've not had before. That's what we've not had at any point this season at all. In any game, even the Chelsea game at the start of the season, you couldn't see which way we were going. But from the word go tonight, you could actually see what Ollie's plan was. You could see the players were implementing it, and I had no issue at all with what was going on the pitch. It was a great performance by United tonight and a much deserved win. It's as simple as that. For me, I got no issue at all with any of the performances. I've pretty much spoke about all of them, apart from obviously the main man. Now, the main man in the title and Marcus Rashford. I mean, what a free kick that was. And to have the balls to step up again and hit the penalty against the goalkeeper who is known for saving penalties. And he tucked it away nicely. And that free kick, he looks a threat to get again tonight, Marcus Rashford. His touch is sharper. He's looking stronger. He's looking like he's got his pace back. And he's running at players again. Add Martial to that at weekend again. Hopefully if Rashford is fit and James can carry on again, then there's no reason why I won't be going into the Bournemouth game full of confidence again. And I'm fully expecting another win. I just cannot believe, since we come back from international break, the change in the team and the change in the way that we're playing, the style of football and the commitment from the team. It's like, I can't put my finger on it. But I can now see the plan at the start of the game. I could see it against Liverpool. yeah, Partizan was just one of them games, crap pitch, shocking game, got through it, and one of them games you could just say was just a get through game, crack on, move on to the next one. We did, and then we seen what we could do against Norwich, against a poor team. We put them to the sword, finished them in the first half, exactly what we should be doing. Tonight, caught Chelsea on the break, caught and cold, we're solid, give them no encouragement at all. There was no mistakes apart from a little one for the goal, but that is it. That was the plan. I could see the plan from the word go, and I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. And some people you're saying in the comments there, Alien Tenno and Lille United there, Marcus Rojo was an absolute beast tonight. He's always a beast. He's always a beast. Sometimes the issue with Marcus Rojo is that he just doesn't know when to turn the beast off or tone down the beast, and can sometimes put us in trouble. But again, like I said, that whole back line tonight was superb. Again, Chelsea did not get a sniff, and I had no issue with anything that went on tonight in that team, and the performance, the substitutes, anything. We beat Chelsea, who have on a 7-game winning run away from home at Stamford Bridge. What more can you say? That is it, as simple as that. Job done. Quarterfinals, I think the draw is going on right now, I don't even know if we've gotten the draw yet, so if it does come out, just let me know. Nikios Pitts, Williams kept Hudson-Odoi quiet. I said that before, exactly the same, mate. He absolutely pocketed him, didn't he? I mean, Hudson-Odoi, one of the best young England talents coming through at the moment, and he absolutely nullified him. Like, he was not even in the game. It was brilliant. And yeah, MC Williams there. MC Williams has to have earned the Premier League spot now. Yeah, exactly, mate. I said the same thing before. It was a performance which proved to me that he is ready for the Premier League. Phil Burton Wood tomorrow the draw. Why the draw tomorrow? Why did they change it like that? Stupid. Just get it done and out of the way. Anyway, yeah, back to the game and the standout performer. Obviously, the man of the match has to have been Marcus Rashford. Firstly, like I said, for stepping up for that penalty. Secondly, that free kick. My God. He's just 1 in a million shot right in top corner. I mean, Caballero just flapping at thin air. It was brilliant free kick. And the confidence now. Just hope he hasn't had too much of it. It looked like he was limping a little bit when he came off, so hopefully it's not too bad of injury. But again, passing was sharp. Tackling was sharp. Commitment. Pressing was high, the highest I've ever seen United press, and we won the ball back a lot in their half. And it's good to see the energy levels are back. He's picking the right team for that style of football for me now. That's what he needs, the energy in midfield. We needed Fred to step up. If he needed the energy, he had to play Fred, McTominay, the likes of Pereira in the middle, and they have stepped up. It looks like. No, Alien Tenno, Scott McTominay wasn't man of the match. I'm not having it. Rashford's getting it tonight for that. I do agree with you though, mate. McTominay was an absolute beast again tonight. He is definitely one of my favourite players at the moment, the way he's going. Another player who has just stepped up. In the last 3 weeks, we've had a lot of players step up. We really have. I mean, you can name a few. Obviously, Scott McTominay. Pereira's had a good few games. Marcus Rashford, Anthony Martial. Fred's even playing better. Defensively, we're looking 10 times better. I think even Bazaka's upped his game recently as well, and he started off like a house on fire. James is consistent now. He's getting game after game after game, and we just need to stay fit. That's the only thing that's going to stop us now, I think. Injuries are the only thing that's going to destroy this run that we're on right now, and that is the worry that I've got. I mean, I know I'm not going to go into it actually about the squad being threadbare. It's just a negative on the night that has been really good, and it was a good game of football to watch. Let's be honest. All we want right now. We're not expecting miracles this season, but we do want some football to watch, and we're getting it at the moment in these games. The last 2 games have been really good to watch. Let's just go for a few of your comments. Let's see. Inner Soul Music. Whoa, get fucking in. Yeah. I know, it's pretty much the same words, even with the stupid voice that I've got right now. It's barely back, but I wasn't going to miss a video tonight. That's the exact same words that I used, mate, when that free kick went in. I was like, what the fuck? what was that? That was like a bolt from the blue. I can't believe it. You could see the fans' faces behind the goal in the slow-mo where it was just like, shit, has that actually gone in? Has that actually gone in this time? Has Rashford actually scored a free kick? And it's like, yes, fucking has. I couldn't believe it. It was brilliant. It was absolutely brilliant. Injuries are a concern. Yeah, the only downside, mate, I'm praying that everyone's okay for Saturday because we're on such a decent little run right now. We can actually make it 4 away wins in a row against Bournemouth, who haven't scored in the last 2 against Norwich and Watford, the bottom 2 teams. It's all set up for us, really, isn't it, to be honest? There's only United who can lose this game on Saturday, but if we don't win, I'm just going to lay into them again because there's no excuse. You're playing well, just carry on the confidence. Wear that shirt with pride and play the United way like you are playing right now. And it's not completely the United way, but we haven't got a United way. We haven't had one for 6 years. You know what I mean by that. Playing confidently and not being afraid to take the chances, which we are doing right now. That's all I want to see. Lil United, Marcostino, Rashnaldo. There's a few of them names coming out. Alien Tenno. McSauce played most of the game on a yellow card and he balled him. New Roy Keane. No, steady on, not quite yet. Although that was a keen performance tonight. I do agree with that. George Guarges says, sad to see this club turning into counter-attacking team. Very sad. Mate, it's not a counter-attacking team. It's literally a team that set up tonight as I'd expect any United team to set up against Chelsea. Exactly the same way Fergie did. If he tries to play that against the likes of Bournemouth, the Norwiches, the poorer teams, I'm totally with you, George, mate. I really am. That's what I don't want to see. But the only encouraging thing about tonight is he did that tonight tactically. And against Norwich, he took him, basically. He went straight at him like we should do against them teams. He can't play tonight against the poorer teams. Totally understand that. Totally with that. But if we have to play Chelsea like this every single time just to get a result at Stamford Bridge, where it is notoriously hard, even though we have beat them twice now, both in cup competitions, by the way. We've still not beat them in the league in God knows how long, and that game is yet to come. I'd take these tough away. These games, no one plays well in these games. You've just got to have the bottle to take your chances, and that is what we did tonight. I know there weren't many chances, but you know what? Sometimes you have to step up and score a worldy goal, and he's overdue, Rashford, innit? He had the bottle to take the penalty again, no issue. And you know what? Chelsea didn't create nothing, and that is the good thing about it as well. So yeah, totally with you, George, mate, on the counter-attacking side. It can't be like that, not every game. But some games, when a team is obviously better than you and playing better than you, which Chelsea have been, 7 wins in a row, then you've got to do some games like that sometimes. Still can't believe that free kick. What a hit. Jacob Christiansen. All right, Jacob, mate. Yeah, mate, I know. I'm still in shock. I'm going to be laying in bed on my pillow tonight. I'll be like, did Marcus Rashford actually do that? Did he actually hit that free kick right for once? Did he actually connect and get one on target? Not just on target, but ultimate top bins. That was an ultimate top bins. Rashford, man of the match. Emilio Williams, yep, totally agree, mate. I give him man of the match. Domingo OT, it's a top result and wins bred confidence. Yes, they do. Marcus Rashford has delivered. Jay Singh, yes, he has. Going back to yours, Domingo, there, that's it. We continue to run. Good result against Liverpool, then 3 wins on the bounce all the way from home. Can we finish off this run of games now before the international break? Beating Bournemouth and beating Brighton at home. We just got to do that. This is the ultimate test now. George says, I know, George, what you're saying, mate. United playing hit and run matches. I'm really upset, but yeah, win is a win. We won. I know, mate. Yep. Win is a win. Win against anyone in the top 4 is a win. I don't care how we play as much in them games, but like you said before, mate, we have to now beat these smaller teams. Brighton and Bournemouth next 2 games. This game tonight and Norwich, Liverpool, all of them count for nothing if we can't do what we have to do and should do in the smaller games. And they're the biggest games of the season right now because we win that one. We win Bournemouth at weekend and then we beat Brighton the week after we've got Partizan in between. I'm fully expecting us to finish them off and get Europa League. You could be looking at going into the next international break, Europa League knockouts qualified for, and 4 wins and 1 draw. Sorry, what's that? No, it's actually... How many games have we played since the international break? We've had... 4 in the league, 3 in the cup. So it could be literally, if it all goes according to plan, we win the next 3 games, which we should do, then we're looking at 7 games since the last international break, 6 wins and 1 draw, 4 wins in a row away from home if we win the next 2 games. We're talking probably top 6 in the table. If you'd have offered me that before the Liverpool game, I'd have just said, crazy talk, really would. And look at it, we're there, we're on the brink of it. We've got 3 games now which are easily winnable and should win. Then I've got no complaints with the way we're playing. Bring on January transfer window, you never know. You never know. Can Ed Woodward actually... can he actually do his job? I don't think so. Still convinced that we're not going to spend anything in January. But I'm just going to ride this little wave right now because I've earned it. My voice has earned it. I'm shattered watching United at the moment, and I'm just going to enjoy the moment that we're actually in because I'm seeing goals. I'm seeing more than 1 goal in a game for 2 games in a row, 3 wins in a row away from home, top half of the table again, and in a quarter-final and almost on the brink of getting the Europa League out the way, and then we can play the youth team for 2 games. So positives are going at the moment. Keith Robinson, let's not get carried away, Adam. I ain't getting carried away with beating Bournemouth and Brighton, mate. I'm sure you think the same. But that's the state that we're in right now if we beat them 2 teams. United have to beat Bournemouth and Brighton. Let that sink in a minute. That's what we've got next. 2 games. And then we're in that position like I just said. And then you start to look ahead then because there's no more international breaks after the next one. This is where it counts. Is Pogba going to come back? Is he going to fit back into the way we're playing? Or is it going to be obvious that Pogba has been the issue in the way we're playing? Because our best games this season have all come without Pogba. And that's, considering the amount that he does contribute in terms of stats, is a strange one. It really is. But no one can deny that we are playing better football now without Paul Pogba. I think there's a room for Pogba in that team somewhere, but it all depends on Pogba now. If he can come back and put in the same effort like what Pereira's doing right now, and he is a better player than Pereira, I know, a miles better player, but he has to put in the same effort to make this system work. If Ollie can't make it work with him, then Ollie has to get rid of him. This is the other side of Ollie's management that he's going to get tested on. So big test ahead, and no, I'm not getting carried away. I'm just dealing with facts that United have got Bournemouth and Brighton next, and we can beat both of them. I'm convinced, and I wouldn't expect anything less than a win in each of them games. So I ain't getting carried away with it. I'm just saying it as it is, like I do in every single video and every single game. United should beat Bournemouth and Brighton and Partizan. No reason why they shouldn't. Strategy.com, Pogba number 10. Yep, it's the only way you can play him, mate. He needs to be playing right up top. He needs to be playing in that top 3, off the front men, pretty much like Pereira is doing right now. You cannot play him in that holding role. He is wasted. He gets overcrowded and it's easy to win the ball back off us. If he's up there doing his thing, then no one's going to be bothered about him giving the ball away up there because he's taking chances and he will be a different player there. Ollie has learnt a lot over these last few weeks. He changed the system like we needed him to do. He's played players in the right position like we needed him to do. He's even making good substitutes and changing the system like he did tonight. And that's what's needed. That's what Ollie has to do now. He has to start learning himself. He's talking about the players getting better. He has to do the same thing as the manager. And the last 2 weeks, he's done it. I'm not going to deny it. He's done what is expected of United. Don't get me wrong. It isn't fantastic and where we should be as Manchester United, but it is better than what it has been. He has learnt a hard lesson and has to keep going, has to keep evolving with what he's doing. He needs to learn that maybe Pogba doesn't have to play every game. You know what? He brought Marcus Rashford out. Marcus Rashford got a little bit of an injury. He came back and he came back strong. We knew that Marcus Rashford needed a break. It took an injury for him to drop him. It took the injury against West Ham to miss a midweek game, because Marcus Rashford plays every week. You know what? I said it at the time. Could be the best thing that happened to Marcus Rashford. He wasn't out for a long time, but he did miss a game. And he's come back, and look at him. He's better. Yeah, he's had the odd mishap here and there, like Newcastle. But you know what? Even the international break, again, a little break away from United and the bad habits. He's come back and thought, you know what? Little things like that change players in a season. They do. Little breaks, little changes of scenery. And it's all good for me. It's what players need. They need change. They need to be kept on their toes. And Rashford hasn't been. A lot of players have just been played and played and played and accepting mediocrity because the manager keeps playing him. And now it seems like he's set a standard now, Ollie. He's like playing Pereira consistently in the middle. No problem with that. He's keeping Mata and Matic out of the team. No issue with that either. I mean, Mata just doesn't look like he fits into that team anymore. I mean, tonight you might have thought it was a night, but Ollie's gone for it tonight. And you know what? It's worked tonight. If it comes up that we've got a few injuries, then we'll have to deal with that at weekend. But we've got a big enough squad to handle Bournemouth at home. Come on. I mean, we've got Martial, Rashford and James all fit up front. McTominay and Fred still fit. I'm gutted that Axel got the injury when he did, because we do look like we need that cover at centre-back now, believe it or not. I can't be having Phil Jones coming back into that team now. It just does not work. How's it going, Adam Jake? Yeah, as you can tell, mate, the voice is still not there. I can't speak at full volume yet, but I'm getting there, and I wasn't going to miss the opportunity to come on. I missed it all last night about my preview, so I'm coming back with a bang tonight because United are winning, and we're 3 games in a row. Hey Adam, Saeed is cooking, mate. What's Saeed saying? I don't know what Saeed is saying, but he's got to come up with something good now, because it's all gone complete full spin cycle 360 on Saeed. But yeah, he knows where it's at, Saeed. He knows that United come first. Forget about the issues with Ollie at the start of the season for Saeed. He's got to realise, and he does, he's not going to stop cheering United when we start winning and praising them. But if anyone has a problem with United's performance tonight, then I just don't. I'm not with you. I don't see it at all. This is what we used to always do with Chelsea. It's the fact that we've been trying to do it against smaller teams as well is probably why it's took a little bit of a gloss off the performance. But let's be fair. If anyone was offered a 2-1 win against Chelsea tonight, you would have snatched their hands off on it. But that's it. Everyone's got to be happy. It's a result. We're going to bed on our 3rd away win in a row, beating Chelsea, who are flying at the moment. So that is it. Okay, people, I'm cutting it there. Sorry if you are just coming in and leaving your comments and everything, but as you can tell, my voice is starting to dip again. I'm trying to monitor it at the moment and try and nurse it back, because at United are winning, can't you tell? I'm actually cheering again, so I've lost my voice completely. Anyway, people, thanks for tuning in and watching. Thanks for all the well wishes as well from the last comment, and people who've come on tonight as well. I'm nearly there. I'm fully recovering. I will be at Bournemouth at weekend as well, so I need to go and get my rest so I can get ready for that one. So yeah, I'll catch you all in the week, obviously, with a preview coming up to the Bournemouth video and any other bit of news that drops as well with United. But thanks for tuning in, people. Give the video a like for us, as always. It's much appreciated. Subscribe if you are watching for the first time, because the voice gets better. It does, I promise you. And I'm going Bournemouth for a weekend, so I need it back for that. God, he's got to get better by then, please. Anyway, people, I will catch you soon. Have a good rest of the week. It's all happy. And we're playing on a Saturday at weekend as well. Fucking yes. No more Sunday football. Anyway, I'll catch you guys soon. Take it easy. Bye-bye.